Hello and welcome. So today in this video I will talk a little bit about one of my new endeavors that I'm doing. I'm still working in the same capacity that I have been the last couple of years as a holistic lifestyle coach and using a lot of different tools to bring about balance in mind, body and spirit. What I'm going to do now that I alluded to as a new endeavor is I'm going to be adding teaching more. So I am currently in a TRE, Tension Trauma Release Exercise Teaching Training Program. And that is something that I will start to offer from October to do training so you can become a TRE provider. And TRE is basically founded by Dr. David Bercelli, who was an American social worker traveling in war-torn countries throughout Middle East and Northern Africa. And while he was traveling, he noticed when he was traveling in active war zones that whenever there's a bomb raid, everyone has to go to a bunker, right? Everyone has to go to a safe house. So when he was sitting in those bunkers for hours as the bomb raids were passing, dropping bombs, he was noticing that people were going into fetal position every time a bomb will drop on the roof, because the walls and the ceiling will kind of shake a lot. And he would also notice that the children and the animal that they brought with them down the bunkers were tremoring. They were tremoring vividly. And the individuals, or the beings, the animals in this case, that were tremoring, whenever they came out of the bunker, they seemed kind of unaffected by the event, whereas he himself and the people that didn't tremor, they displayed signs of stress or post-traumatic stress disorder, kind of being afraid of loud sounds and fast movements from other people, where they were kind of on an edge, right? They were clearly traumatized by the event. So what he did was he designed 7 exercises and a whole teaching program so that we can safely bring a person into allowing the body to tremor out stress and tension from the nervous system. And this is not really something that's new to your body. You are born with this natural tremoring mechanism, but through social and cultural, religious, or traumas, conditioning that happens in our life, we many times see things that are out of norm as stigma, right? That we kind of don't want to look weird for someone else, or I'm not sure this is safe, or well, what is this tremoring all about? So we kind of learn to naturally override this tremoring mechanism. So what Dr. David Bercelli founded with the TRE, the Tension Trauma Release Exercises, was a methodology for how you can elicit those tremors inside of your body, and how to safely navigate where you're at on your stress levels in your autonomic nervous system. And this was used by bringing in a model from Dr. Stephen Porges of the polyvagal theory. And the polyvagal theory is, to make a long story short, essentially a theory about your autonomic nervous system, which one of its main functions is to keep us safe. When we're not feeling safe, our nervous system is going to be activated to different levels. So the polyvagal curve was designed to help people illustrate where you're at on these different levels of activation, but also to illustrate behaviors that happens when you are in different levels in your nervous system, and how that can affect your moods, your patterns, mannerisms, and also to notice different triggers that might put you into one of these states where you're not feeling safe. So if you combine that, the knowledge of your nervous system, the autonomic nervous system, how you know that you are safe, and how you can practice ways to feel safe, together with the tool of TRE, where you can shake, tremor, and release tension from your nervous system, you can actually regulate your stress levels, and thus you can regulate how you're feeling safe and how you can navigate inside of yourself with your emotions, your thoughts, sensations, pains and aches, but also in interpersonal relationships, communicating with your boss or colleagues, spouse, children, friends, and you can be much more relaxed, I would say, much more at ease inside of yourself, not feeling that you have to perform for something, that you have to be someone you are not. You can simply be yourself and still be good at what you do in life. So, as one of my teachers told me, it's like you come home after a full day of work and you have lots of more energy over because you haven't spent it all in a day, right? You just have more energy over because things cost less energy for you, because you're living from within yourself. You're not just living from a mental idea and imagery of who you're supposed to be or who people think you are. You're actually living from your own core, your own truth. So that is what I will be start to adding from October into our programs, to teach people how to first learn theory for themselves and how it works in your own system, and then how you can work one-on-ones with others, and then also finally how you can work in groups, so you can teach group sessions. And this training can be done online, and it can also be done in person here in Chiang Mai, Thailand. And I really enjoyed this training personally when I took it a couple of years ago, the provider training, the first step, which I will be teaching in October, because it really gave me an idea of who I am and how I could choose to live from within, to live from my own truth, not from a lot of perceptual ideas or bias or conditionings. I could actually feel from the inside who I am and how I could choose to navigate different stressful situations and events. Not to say that stress has left my life, that wouldn't be true, but I am much better equipped on how to handle it, and I'm aware what happens when something happens that will affect me, which gives me much better opportunities and options and chances, choices, to respond to life in a different way. So if that sounds interesting, feel free to write me at simba@livingwiththespirit.com, or check out our website, livingwiththespirit.com, where we will be sharing more information about these training programs that we will be doing. And you can also leave a comment here or follow us here on YouTube if you want to know more information about what it is we do, what kind of different trainings we provide for you. And the training doesn't mean that you have to work with other people's. I've done a lot of different training modalities in my life within massage therapy, coaching, personal training, mindfulness. And I would say out of the classmates that I had in most modalities, a lot of people aren't working actively as coaches or teachers, but they're bringing that skills into their natural life, into what they're already doing. So maybe you want to work with other people, then this is a great tool for you. Maybe you don't want to work in that capacity with other people. This will still be a great tool for you because it will enrich in your life, your personal life. And if you want to, you can add it into your professional life in any capacity that feels suitable for you. And I guarantee you it's going to give you a much more balanced and happier outcome, and you're going to feel a lot more rewarded for doing so. So thank you very much for watching this video, and I hope to see you in the next one.